This broadcast is presented by Currency. Does your business need financing for equipment, trucks, or trailers? All you need is Currency. Visit gocurrency.com. Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose. Find out more at libertyfirstcu.com. Faith Regional Health Services. When you need exemplary care, have faith. And by Midwest Bank. Midwest Bank is always ready to lend a hand in the communities that they serve. Log on to MidwestBank.com to find out more.
It's a Friday night in February. The regular season winding down and teams are fine-tuning themselves to try to make a postseason run. Hello, everyone. Eric McKay here with you alongside Lou Siefker live from Summerland High School this evening for high school basketball on News Channel Nebraska. A varsity doubleheader between the Summerland Bobcats and the Eagles of Lutheran High Northeast. Lou, Summerland has been getting better each and every year, and this girls team feels like maybe this is their year to break through and perhaps make it a state for the first time ever.
Yeah, they're having a great season. Now, having said that, they're coming off a couple of losses the last 3 games to Elgin Public, Pope John. So I think this team's hungry. This is the last regular season, the last game here at home. I expect them to be very good tonight. Lutheran High's going to have their hands full, I think, here tonight.
Summerland has a player who is the second most prolific scorer in the state of Nebraska, regardless of class. If you've not seen Addison Monarch play basketball, you are in for a treat. Lou, she can light it up. Coming off of one of her lower performances in a loss last night to Elgin Public Pope John, you know she's looking for a big bounce-back game here tonight.
Yeah, well, absolutely. She's a fantastic player. Averages about 24 points a game. Does everything. Rebounds well. She's reaching, I think, felony level of steals. She is all over the court, a fantastic player, definitely the key tonight for Summerland.
Yeah, not only second in the state and scoring 9th in the state in steals, regardless of class. For Lutheran High Northeast, it's been a rough season, 4-16 for first-year head coach Ryan Cadwallader, but they've got some players, Lou. You know, they've got players, all 5 of their starters have scored in double figures this year, and Keely Ranslam has had some big games for them this year. They're going to need one of those big games from her tonight.
Absolutely. And this team has gotten better. I mean, this team, they started kind of slow, but they've really gotten better. They're a better team. You mentioned Ranslam. She averaged about 8 points a game, but had 28 in a game earlier this year. A player that can score. They've got a few of those. Going to have to play at a high level tonight. Keely Ranslam is a player you want to get going early and often for Lutheran High tonight.
Looking forward to this one. We've got starting lineups, all the action coming up. Don't you dare go anywhere. You're watching high school basketball on News Channel Nebraska.
Pregame show is brought to you by Custom Sports. Look great for every game with custom team or business apparel from Custom Sports. Check them out at customsportsco.com.
We're here at Faith Regional and getting ready to learn more about cervical cancer. Let's talk to the doctors who treat it. I'm joined by Dr. Linnea Steins, an obstetrician and gynecologist with Faith Regional Physician Services. Our topic is cervical cancer, and let's begin by talking about screenings. What can you expect with those?
Yes. Screening for cervical cancer is generally done at the well woman exam. We generally start the pap smears at age 21 unless there is a concern sooner. But at least at age 21 we do the pap smear testing. And depending on your age and your history, sometimes we also add the HPV testing as well, which is the human papillomavirus. And if there's any concerns with either one of those tests, then we generally bring you back to the office to discuss.
What are some of the symptoms or the signs of cervical cancer that people should be on the lookout?
Unfortunately, cervical cancer is generally asymptomatic when a person is diagnosed. So they generally don't even know anything's wrong most commonly, which is why it's so important to be screened. However, if a woman does have symptoms of cervical cancer, it can be irregular or heavy bleeding or bleeding after intimacy. Other times, some women will have some abnormal discharge as well.
What are some of the preventative steps that can be taken to prevent having to deal with this?
We have really great options now. One of them is the HPV vaccine, that human papillomavirus vaccine that has been approved, which can help prevent women from getting the HPV strain, which then go on to cause cervical cancer. And then otherwise, the pap smear is a wonderful test that we have that helps screen women for cervical cancer.
As far as treatments, what can be done to help out?
So if a woman is diagnosed with cervical cancer, they are generally referred on to a gynecologist oncologist, and there's many different treatment options, whether that be surgery, chemo, or radiation if needed.
you're still trying to prevent as much as possible. So when should people get screened?
Women should be screened for cervical cancer at least at age 21, if not sooner, like I said, if concerns arise. And then at age 21, it's generally every couple of years, depending on their history, up until generally in women in their mid to late 60s can then discuss whether or not they want to continue to have cervical cancer screening done or not with their gynecologist.
Dr. Steins, thanks so much for lending your expertise.
Thank you so much.
Let's talk School Spotlight. That's brought to you by Currency. Does your business need financing for equipment, trucks, or trailers? All you need is Currency. Visit gocurrency.com. Summerland and Lutheran High Northeast this evening. Lutheran High Northeast out of Norfolk. Their girls team has only made 4 trips to state all time, which is surprising given all the success they've had over the years. Their last appearance at state 12 years ago when they fell to Crofton in the Class C2 state championship game. Summerland, there you see we're in rural Orchard tonight. The consolidation of Clearwater, Orchard, and Ewing. Summerland's never gone to state, but there's a lot of great basketball history between these schools. Clearwater won a title in 1981, and of course, Ewing every year was a fixture at state in Class D2, including 3 straight titles, 2007, 2008, and 2009. That again, your School Spotlight, brought to you by Currency. Starting lineups are next, opening tip as well. You're watching High School Hoops on News Channel Nebraska.
Start your next journey with Woodhouse. Our commitment extends beyond just selling cars. We offer an unparalleled car buying experience that allows you to shop and buy all online. Explore an array of new brands, makes, and models, as well as our large selection of pre-owned vehicles. And it's easy to get started today with our streamlined purchasing process online, granting you the freedom to secure your next vehicle anytime, anywhere. Discover a better way to buy with Woodhouse.
At Nebraska Orthopedic Center, they provide comprehensive orthopedic health care. Their physicians are highly skilled in all areas of orthopedic and sports medicine, including spine surgery, foot and ankle, hand and upper extremities, fracture care, and total joint replacement. Their expertise includes the medical management of injuries through physical and rehabilitative methods or surgical intervention. To schedule an appointment or to learn more about Nebraska Orthopedic Center and their family of 25 physicians, go online to nebraskaortho.com. That's nebraskaortho.com. Nebraska Orthopedic Center is your healing destination.
Hi, I'm Jake. I grew up with a great relationship with God. After high school, I became selfish and put my own desires before God. I struggled with alcohol and lust, and the devil had a tight grip on me. My life was full of darkness, and I was on the verge of losing my family. Thankfully, I chose God as my higher power, and through treatment, amended my relationship with God and my family. If you are struggling, contact your local pastor or priest, or call 402-379-2030.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Elkhorn Rural Public Power District, dedicated to providing safe, reliable, cost-effective electricity for all customers. Central Valley Ag, working with farmers and growing agriculture together. And by Northeast Nebraska Telephone Company, now expanding to Antelope County.
Salas weaving in, weaving out, and skying for...
Hey sports fans, looking for a convenient pit stop before or after the game? Look no further than Good To Go convenience stores. We're here to keep you going. Fuel up your tank with a refreshing drink and grab one more snack for the road. Good To Go, your winning play for game day.
Biggs. And hey, I could dunk it too.
Good To Go convenience stores. Fuel up for the game locations in Lincoln, York, Geneva, Bruning, and Hebron.
When it comes to you and your family's health, you deserve the best. At Faith Regional Physician Services, we're proud to have over 125 providers that come highly recommended by their previous patients. Don't just take our word for it, though. Trust the over 500 verified patients who left 5-star reviews in just the last year. Our team of surgeons and specialists have years of training and expertise to ensure you receive compassionate, exceptional care that exceeds your expectations every time. Whether you receive care in Norfolk or one of the over 20 other communities across Nebraska that our providers see patients, we are committed to delivering unparalleled care at a place that is convenient for you. When you choose our providers, you can feel confident that your health and wellness are their top priority. Faith Regional Physician Services. Experience the faith difference.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
Pre-game show is brought to you by Custom Sports. Look great for every game with custom team or business apparel from Custom Sports. Check them out at CustomSportsCo.com.
Let's talk starting lineups for tonight's game between Lutheran High Northeast and Summerland. There you see the Lutheran High Northeast Eagles. We talked about Keely Ranslam from the outset. Delaney Rose Hancock, the 5'7" senior, very good player as well for them, about 7 points a game. Again, all 5 of these players have scored in double figures at some point this year. And as the lights go out, Summerland, it is showtime in rural Antelope County. As you see the starting 5 there, we talked about obviously Addison Menarik's the star, but Lydia Robertson is a fantastic player in her own right. 15 points, 5 rebounds, 2 steals per game. She's had 30 in a game this year against O'Neill and was their leading scorer last night. 18 points and 6 rebounds in a 53-43 loss to 7th-ranked Elgin Public Pope John. Their second loss to the Wolfpack this year. EPPJ's been fantastic. And Lou, one of the struggles for them last night, never got the outside shot going, just 2 of 16 from 3, and Addison Menarik held to 14 points, second lowest scoring output for her this season.
Well, if you can do that, if you force the Bobcats out on the perimeter and force them into that, just being a perimeter shooting team, you certainly could have a chance. You got to believe a player like Menarik is going to come back strong from for what her is a down game. 14 points for a lot of players, a pretty good game, but for her, not quite as good. And for Lutheran High, you mentioned it. Every one of these starters has had a double-figure game. Can you get that collective today? That's what you need here on the road. I think the first 4 to 6 minutes of this ball game, this first quarter, will kind of determine how this game goes.
You've got Kendra Peterson at the center circle for Lutheran High Northeast in their road black against Lydia Robertson for Summerland in their home white. We are underway. Lutheran High Northeast controlling the opening tip. So glad you could join us here on News Channel Nebraska. We're 1-3-1 defensively, and this is what Summerland likes to do, get steals and runouts. And just like that, Reagan Lewis, that is Ella Bowling getting Summerland on the board first.
That's what you don't want to do if you're Lutheran High Northeast. Stay in this ball game. You can't give up runouts. One turnover and already turns into a bucket.
There's another turnover there. This Summerland team very good at forcing those. And in transition, shot blocked. They'll call the tie-up. That's great post defense by Rose Hancock on the shot by Addison Menarik.
Yeah, the key to that is get your hand on the ball as it's going up. You don't want to be slapping down. Just put your hand in position, get your hand on the basketball as it's going up. That's a good defensive play, as you mentioned.
Entry pass to Robertson, who lost her footing. Might have twisted her ankle a bit. Looks like she's okay, but turns it back over to Lutheran High Northeast.
Looks like the Bobcats going to throw some pressure at Lutheran High Northeast. That's one of the things they've struggled with at times, is just handling the basketball.
Worked into a trap. Trouble here for the Eagles. Looks like they'll just beat the timeline. And into the front court. Emerson Scott on the drive. Left-hander off the mark. Menarik the rebound.
When you struggle in the backcourt, a lot of times that means you struggle in the front court as well.
Quarter 3 off the mark. Rebound tapped around into Keely Ranslam's arms. See if Lutheran High can get on the board here for the first time tonight. Ball reversal, right corner, good closeout. Out of the double, good ball movement, open 3, rattles home, and Lutheran High has the lead. That's Delaney Rose Hancock.
Yeah, she's a player that can make those shots, a good perimeter shooter. Like to give her more opportunities like that one.
So the Eagles with the early lead, just underway here. Summerland at 15-5. This is the regular season finale for both teams. Robertson got good position inside, in and out though. And the rebound to the Eagles. Tipped out, Lutheran High will keep. Our first quarter tonight brought to you by John Henry's. Their family serving yours.
You got to be kidding me when you say this is the regular season finale, right?
Yeah,
that didn't happen.
Time flies when you're having fun. It also helps when Mother Nature basically cancels 2 weeks of a season on you.
That's for sure.
These teams have been cramming games in. It has not been unusual for teams to get 3-4 games in a week to try to get caught up.
It can be a double-edged sword too. You don't mind playing, some back-to-back games and get yourselves ready for, especially a team like Summerland who's thinking state tournament, but you also don't want to burn yourself out and be fatigued going into the postseason either.
Good inside-out game. Good ball movement from the Eagles early on. The shot's not there. The rebound tapped to Robertson. Now Menarek in transition draws damage and will head to the line. And there you see the quickness. So hard to stay in front of Addison Menarek.
Yeah, she's just a scorer. She knows how to get the ball to the basket. We're going to see it again here. Player with the nose for the basket, as I've said. Now gets a chance here at a couple free throws.
This is the front end. Our replays tonight brought to you in part by Beatrice Community Hospital. Incredible care, incredibly close. Also by Madison County Bank, here to help you grow. Menarek splits the pair, 77% free throw shooter on the year. Well, hey, nothing ventured, nothing gained, right?
Why not? Hey, just see if you're paying attention, Mr. Official.
Into the front court comes Lutheran High in a tie game early on. Good steal. Boy, great anticipation on the baseline by Presley Robertson. Now Menarek off the hesitation over 3 defenders. Follows her shot, stayed with it, and rolls it home. There's that nose to the basketball you were talking about, Lou.
Yeah, and being in the right place. And I love players that follow their shot. I say that every week. It's a lost art. You know, so many players shoot and then go down the court to play defense. You love players that follow their shot.
That 3 off the mark. Menarek clears the rebound. As a 2-on-1. Great job to break it up defensively. Emerson Scott dropped back and then travels. Turns it right back over.
Just got away from her with the basketball and palmed it there.
Jenna Funk in the game for Summerland. The one thing for the Bobcats, they've not been terribly deep. Basically a 6-7 player rotation. And then you get to this time of year, those legs start to get tired.
Yep.
High screen. 3 Eagles following Menarek. That shot off the mark. Good effort on the rebound, but it stays with the Bobcats. Menarek off the side step uses the window. Already 5 in the opening quarter.
That's good footwork there into the paint. Again, scorers know how to score, and that's just a great job getting in the paint, getting an excellent look.
Inside out, Rose Hancock passes out from the elbow, borderline college 3, too strong. Menarek clears it, off and running once again. Wants to take it herself, draws the foul. And we'll head to the line. You take a look, it's just so hard to stay in front of her, Lou. And she's looking to run every time she gets the ball.
Yeah, I like that with Summerland, and especially with Menarek. They're just trying to get out. Has another free throw rattle in and out on her. But I like that style of basketball with this group that can get up and down the floor.
And she had 43 in a win over Riverside earlier this year. She's got 6 tonight. She's eclipsed 30 or equaled 30 in 5 games this year. That's in 32-minute games. That is not easy to do.
I had 43, but that was my career. So
a good ball movement again. That three falls for Delaney Rose Hancock.
Yeah, that's great ball movement, and that's who you want taking that three-point shot if you're Lutheran High. Again, Rose Hancock, a really good perimeter shooter.
Now right side, Summerland working to the wing. Up top. Well, they had someone open left block. Menarek instead.
Wow.
Just splits two defenders and puts it up off the window. My goodness.
Looks like Menarek just make it look easy.
Into the front court comes Ranslem. Rose Hancock drives, kicks. Extra pass, mishandled. Well, I like the way Lutheran High's passing the ball. That three's off the mark. Offensive rebound there, but a block shot. Underneath, great play defensively by Funk. Now Menarek trying the crossover. Lutheran High sends two to the ball. That leaves Shoemaker open, and she hits from the baseline. Caden Shoemaker with her first bucket.
It's a short mid-range jumper, but she drills it. For Lutheran High, you're right. I think that's one thing that's really improved in this team is their ability to move the basketball.
That three in and out. Great effort on the rebound, heading to the line. Kendra Peterson working hard and rewarded with a trip to the land of the free.
I saw this Lutheran High team playing earlier this year, and you can see the difference. This team has really come along. They've won 4 of their last 10 after starting 0-10, so they've done a much better job. But certainly, you know, a team that still struggles at times. That's just a good offensive board.
A good position. The foul, by the way, called on Jenna Funk, her first. Timeout called. We'll take one as well. 2:41 to go first quarter. Bobcats by 6. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
At Zollner Ford, come and see our great selection of new Ford vehicles. Whether you're looking to buy new or you need a car serviced, it's our pleasure to assist you. Our online website makes shopping even easier. Browse our massive inventory of vehicles or schedule your next maintenance appointment. We even offer drop-off and pickup services. Stop by today or visit us online at zollnerofbeatrice.com.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of pain, not just the symptoms. Schaefer's, we're more than just TVs and appliances. And by Claybaugh Pharmacy, your locally owned hometown pharmacy.
High school basketball on News Channel Nebraska, brought to you in part tonight by Zollner Ford Lincoln. 12-6 Summerland with the lead alongside Lou Siefker. I'm Eric McKay. Still 12-6. Rebound Funk. Whoa, she put it up on the wrong hoop. She almost scored a bucket for Lutheran High.
Yeah, that's what you don't want to do there. Get a defensive rebound and then score.
I mean, to be fair, she was open.
She was, yeah.
An illegal screen called against Summerland. Bobcats seem just maybe a little out of sorts early on in this one. Just played a game last night. You know, we talked about you get to this part of the year, you know, the legs can get a little wobbly maybe.
Yeah, and certainly when you're tired, the mental side of your game sometimes goes too.
One 3-1 zone defense by Summerland. Good pass, but just a little bit off. Now Bobcats in transition. 2:03 to go in the quarter. I mean, what do? You can't defend that. That's just, sometimes real good players are going to pull up from college range and hit it with a hand in their face.
It was about 23, 24 feet there.
And an over and back called on Lutheran High. We got 1:53 to go first quarter. If you're wondering, the scoreboard that we use for the time has gone blank on us. That's why we have no time on the screen. We'll keep you abreast of how much time is left. 1:48 to go in the quarter.
I can identify with that. I go blank quite often.
Yeah, that's, for me, it's been like 2 or 3 times this quarter. Backdoor pass, well done. Shot blocked, offensive rebound. Now Menarek will put one up in traffic, and Lutheran High clears it. Good pass up ahead in transition. Too strong on the shot, though, and bowling the rebound. Lutheran High struggling a bit from the field. Their only makes tonight have come from deep. Delaney Rose Hancock has all 6 of their points. Good passing. Right block too strong. Lutheran High clears it. Oh, great pass. Well read by Funk, though. Summerland off and running. This is Presley Robertson setting the screen for Menarek. Now back to Robertson. Inside of a minute to go, down to 40 seconds.
You really see Lutheran High cheating, trying to get out to Menarek, and it doesn't really matter, does it?
They just set that down ball screen, and she can shoot from 25 feet out and hit a 3. I'm not really sure what you're supposed to do about that. They'll talk it over in this timeout. We'll take one as well. 12-point lead for Summerland. This is NCN. Well, Addison Menarek is on pace for some special totals tonight. Already 14 in the first quarter. 14 of her team's 18 points.
She's gone over 40 this season and certainly on pace here to do that if this continues.
30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Lutheran High Northeast calling timeout. Honestly, Lou, the Eagles have defended Menarek pretty well, I thought, so far. As that pass goes errant.
Well, that's the bugaboo for the Eagles this season. They've struggled with turnovers and with ball handling.
I've liked their offensive scheme, though. I mean, the ball movement has been good. Just the passes have been a little off. 10 seconds for Summerland. Clock down to 6. This 3 from the corner off the mark. Offensive rebound. A second offensive rebound. Won't get a shot up before the end of the quarter. And that's the end of the first quarter. Summerland rolling early at home in the regular season finale. It's 18-6. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Western Oil. Stop by your nearest Speedy Mart or Good to Go convenience stores today. U-Save Pharmacy, dedicated to the well-being of all our customers. And by Zollner Ford Lincoln, meeting your sales, service, and parts needs.
Fields, farms, communities. That's Farmers Pride. Our purpose is simple. We help farmers feed the world. We bring value to our communities by investing in what matters to people. Because we are from here, work here, and live here. We believe in cooperatives, locally owned, locally operated, and locally controlled. In the field, on your farm, in your community. That's Farmers Pride.
Second quarter here in Summerland. That is supported by Steve Carper and the crew at O Street Carpet. 18-6. Summerland with the lead. Addison Menarek has already equaled her point total in the last game. 14 points in the first quarter. Meanwhile, Lutheran High have shown glimpses of pretty good offense, but turnovers have been the issue early on. Good drive here. Off the mark, rebound still loose, eventually tracked down by Robertson. Menarek comes out with it. What'd you say, Lou? Knows for the basketball, just knows the right place to be.
Great players are always in the right spot, it seems. Menarek has been everywhere tonight.
Entry pass down low, Peterson passes out of the double. Open 3, Rose Hancock with all 9 of the Eagles' points tonight.
Yeah, that's how you beat a 1-3-1. Just really good ball movement and find those holes in the zone. Rose Hancock has been great from the perimeter.
Lydia Robertson will get to the line. She has yet to score tonight. The 5'10 junior.
Well, that's a player in Lydia Robertson. We'll see the three-pointer here from Rose Hancock. That's a good pass up to the top of that zone.
Meanwhile, back to live action. Entry pass shot is good. They called that foul on the floor. Lobbed high post. Step back from the wing, too strong. Rebound to Ella Bowling. Right side, corner three, in and out. Tapped up top, Summerland will try it again. Now from the free throw line, jumper, nothing but the bottom for Lydia Robertson.
Now Robertson's a player certainly that can be a difference maker for this team. Is playing at the top of that zone. There's a steal by Robertson, right on cue, almost a steal.
Lutheran High gets it back, try to take advantage of the broken play. Good strong drive through contact. Delaney Rose Hancock already in double figures.
Yeah, she's having a big game.
High screen for Monarch. Robertson flares out. Instead they go on the wing. Now up top to Bowling. Robertson shades to the wing. Finds Lydia Robertson, straightaway triple try, missed everything, but an offensive rebound. That's not there, and Lutheran High clears it. 5:26 to go in the half. Summerland's lead 13. Swung up top, long two off the heel. And another rebound for Ella Bowling. Robertson high post. Nice find, found the extra past the open shot from Bowling. She has four.
Eagles slow getting in set defensively that time. Robertson with a good pass, as you mentioned, out of that high post.
Now Lutheran High down 15, 4:47 to go in the half.
You just got to love this Summerland. This 1-3-1 is perfect for this team.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they're so good at trapping. They're very quick, and they're adept at getting out and running off of steals. It's just a really good defense that suits the Bobcats well.
Got to look at Jacob Birch there, the first-year head coach for Summerland. Took over for Greg Appleby, who was still helping out as an assistant. Monarch in transition heads to the line. Greg Birch, a former Burwell Longhorn, actually. That's where he graduated.
Monarch with another steal. She's going to have her picture in the post office here pretty soon, isn't it? Do they still do that? Do they still put?
I think so. I was just in the post office, and they do have pictures up of people. I assume for not so great reasons. Monarch gets both.
Saw a guy that looked a lot like you there. I don't know.
Well, don't worry about that. Monarch with 18 points. Summerland up 17, 4.5 to go in the half. Lutheran High looking for some kind of opening. Now trapped, tied up. It will go to Summerland on the alternating possession. Hey, folks, stick around. We got our halftime show coming up. That's brought to you by Columbus Community Hospital, where your health is their top priority. Now trying to sort out possession. Got a couple of first-year head coaches in this one. Jacob Birch, we mentioned for Summerland. Ryan Cadwallader, first year at Lutheran High, was an assistant at Battle Creek last year. There you see both coaches on the screen. Coach Cadwallader on the right, Coach Birch on the left.
You know, I think both guys have done a good job this year. Sometimes you see a record like 4-16, and you don't think a coach has done a good job. But again, I've seen the improvement from the beginning of this year to where this team is now. Certainly ways to go, but it's a work in progress, and they've improved, and that's all you can ask is the team to get better from where they start to where they finish.
We have some kind of technical issue. Like I mentioned, we lost our scoreboard earlier, or one of them. They have others that are up, but now they're trying to sort out, I believe, a possession. I think it's a possession issue on the other scoreboard that is working. So this is the digital scoreboard. That's completely off. And the other scoreboard is not working as well. I believe our commercials are working. We'll let you look at some of those. We'll get this sorted out and be back. You're watching high school basketball on NCN.
Anything for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more. From little feet to little paws, to updates and overhauls. From soft and cozy to durable and resilient. From something that blends in or something that's different. From DIY to custom install, O Street Carpet can help you with it all. Whatever your needs are for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more.
In a world filled with uncertainty, where health is our most precious gift, getting screened for cancer is a simple yet powerful act to prioritize your health. At Faith Regional Health Services, we are dedicated to offering a healthcare experience where compassion and expertise come together to offer you personalized, comprehensive care from detection to survivorship. From the moment you walk through our doors, you're embraced by a community to collaborate and guide you every step of the way. Our state-of-the-art facilities ensure early detection through cutting-edge technology and clinical trials, giving you peace of mind and a proactive approach to your well-being. Offering a wide range of cancer screenings based on your age, gender, family history, and other risk factors to a team of multi-specialty physicians, advanced care practitioners, therapists, dietitians, nurse navigators, and care coordinators. We offer a healthcare experience rooted in compassion, faith, and unwavering support. Cancer doesn't wait, and neither should you. Visit frhs.org/cancer to learn more about scheduling your cancer screenings.
That is literally the funniest thing ever.
And then I said,
It wasn't, but this guy could use a win. Even if it's not as big of a win as I get with free Kasasa Cash checking. Kasasa Cash pays me a really high rate and refunds ATM withdrawal fees nationwide. So I feel like a queen. Has a mega bank ever made you feel that way? Or is it more like this guy? Take back banking with Kasasa Cash.
Get Kasasa checking at Liberty First Credit Union.
All right, I think we've got everything fixed with one small exception. The scoreboard says 27-11. It's actually 28-11. Summerland has the lead, so we'll keep our eye on that. Alongside Lou Siefker, I'm Eric McKay. Normally, I'm the one with all the malfunctions, so I don't know what to do. I wonder if it has anything to do with all those cords I tripped over earlier.
that might be it.
Block three on the way. Robertson, the rebound, muscles one home. In traffic, Lydia Robertson with 6 this quarter.
It's going to be her team next year, and she is a good player in her own right. Manara kind of overshadows you when she's that good, but I really like Lydia Robertson, 5'10" junior.
15 and 5 a game, about 2 steals a game as well. Good opening there, nice job. Lay-in doesn't go though. Battle for the rebound won by Summerland.
That was such a good take there.
It really was.
And now a turnover on the Bobcats.
That's the thing. There have been a lot of those. I mean, Lutheran High's offense, I think, is executed well. They've just had some hard luck misses and some passes that just haven't found the mark.
Yeah, they've had some issues from time to time with some, maybe some bad passes. But when they're sharp, they look pretty good, and they've had some good looks. That was one a moment ago. Just didn't get the ball to fall.
Keely Ranslem still looking for her first points tonight. Corner three on the way, off the mark. Rebound tapped out. It will stay with Lutheran High. In fact, Lutheran High is looking for points from anyone other than Delaney Rose Hancock. She has all 11.
Yeah, that shot that you just saw, those shots out of the corner, that's kind of a weak spot in the 1-3-1. If you can move the ball and you find those shooters, that baseline's an area where you can make some hay.
Emerson Scott kicks back to Ranslem. Step through, shot blocked, rebound Pulled down by Peterson, or rather Robertson. And at the other end,
there's Lydia Robertson.
Lydia Robertson having a heck of a quarter. It was Monarch's quarter in the first with 14, Robertson with 8 in the second quarter.
If you get those two playing well at the same time, this is a very good basketball team.
High screen left side, that's Kennedy Sucksdorf. Rose Hancock kicks right side Peterson. And Lutheran High resets. Ooh, tough lob. Tipped out, it will stay with Lutheran High. Eagles going to the bench. Josie Spence checking into the game. Meanwhile, Ella Bowling returns for Summerland. As you take a look at the quick hands on the sidelines.
I mentioned the Summerland team has lost a couple of games recently to Elgin Public Pope John. You look at their schedule, and they've got some quality wins.
Yeah.
One that stands out is the win over St. Mary's. That was an excellent win. St. Mary's 19-2 right now.
They've played a tough schedule. The Niobrara Valley Conference is no picnic in girls basketball. Good ball movement from Lutheran High again. Open jumper, no, not there. And Monarch the rebound. If you're Lutheran High, you just got to believe those shots are going to fall eventually.
Yeah, they're finding good looks. They've had a lot of opportunities.
Monarch from the left side has not missed a shot this quarter. Already 21 points for the senior.
You push her way out on the perimeter, you think you've got her where you want her, and then she just demoralizes you, knocking those shots down.
Good baseline drive pass off the mark. Monarch the steal. 3 back for the Eagles. Great pass up ahead. Right side rolls home. Lydia Robertson in double figures this quarter. And a timeout called by Lutheran High Northeast. We'll take one as well. Minute 20 to go in the half. Summerland rolling. You're watching NCN.
Whether we're talking commercial or residential plumbing, Lamel Plumbing is the place you call. Lamel provides 24-hour emergency service as well. Call them if you get in a tight spot. And as for their retail items, well, you got to check out some of their faucets, some of their kitchen items, and some of their bathroom items like their Onyx showers. And hey, say you've got a digging job, you call Lamel Plumbing for that too. They've added a full-time crew for you, doing backhoe, trenching, and sewer work. Take that digging job off your list and have Lamel do it for you. That's Lamel Plumbing in Beatrice, now at their new location on North 7th Street in Beatrice.
Well, teams that run the floor well, you just get out and run, and you got a player like Monarch who gets steals. Lydia Robertson knows what to do there. Run the floor, and Monarch will find you. That's just a great job by both those players off the steal, getting transition points.
Those two have combined for 31 of Summerland's 37 points here in the first half. Minute 8 to go. And now Monarch, another rebound off the miss by Ranslem. Left side open, 3 short. And the rebound to the Eagles. Reagan Lewis pulls down the board. Nice pass up ahead. Foul called on Kelsey Schlecht. That'll send Spence to the line. Hey, folks, stick around for halftime. We'll show you our halftime highlights. Those are brought to you by Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Sartor Heyman will help make your jewelry dreams come true.
We'll probably see a lot of Addison Monarch and Delaney Rose Hancock in those highlights.
I imagine those two will be figured prominently in those halftime highlights. In and out on the free throw. It's been that kind of night for Lutheran High, down 26. Final minute, first half, great pass up ahead. Iron unkind, but an offensive rebound. That 3's off the mark. Lutheran High able to clear it. Up ahead, transition, foul called, and Spence will head back to the line. Aislinn Kester called for the foul. Kester, a 5'6" senior.
Spence with a strong drive there, gets rewarded. Attack the basket, good things happen.
Spence averages about 4.5 a game. Had 2 points in their last game. They lost to Laurel Concord Coleridge this past Tuesday. Spence splits the pair. Robertson the rebound. Half a minute to go in the half. Bad pass tipped away, Lutheran High. Chance for some points before the break. Pull up in transition off the window. That's Ranslam, her first bucket tonight.
I'd certainly like more of that if you're Lutheran High Northeast. You'd want to get Ranslam going.
Kester up top, Robertson. Swung left side, clock down to 5. Cross court, taken away Lutheran High. Clock down to 2. They'll have to force one up. Rose Hancock at the buzzer, can't hit. Summerland as advertised this evening. The Stars are out in rural Antelope County. Bobcats by 23 at the break. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. By Central Nebraska Orthopedics, dedicated to the motion of life. And by Region 4 Behavioral Health, quality mental health and substance abuse services.
My name is Jesse Moore. Our 22-year-old son died from suicide. My journey with Caden's death was leading me down many dark paths, of which none included blaming God. It would have been easy, and he would have accepted it. How or why? I did not. I am not sure, other than the signs that only Jesus could have possibly controlled were put in front of me from the moment of this horrible family event. The only way I found to ease the pain of losing Caden was the time that I was able to spend in prayer with Jesus. If you are struggling, contact your local pastor or priest or call 988.
Other companies have the revolving door. Every time we come into Schaefer's, it's always the same people. And the big thing to me is they know you by name. They know who you are, which makes a person like myself feel just warm and welcome here. And that's what's great about Schaefer's.
Schaefer's has the essential Whirlpool appliances you need, from refrigerators and air fry ranges to laundry pairs to keep your clothes clean and sanitized at everyday low prices. At Schaefer's, we are more than just TVs and appliances.
At Faith Regional Physician Services, our specialists come from all over the world to provide world-class care. They are drawn to Faith Regional because of the ability to live and practice in an advanced medical community coupled with the small-town values that you also value and cherish. We understand that building a relationship with your provider is important. You can feel confident when choosing a Faith Regional physician that you are choosing more than just a provider. You are choosing someone you see in your community that you can trust knows you and your family and is committed to your health and wellness. From family medicine to specialized surgical care, our team of over 125 specialists and surgeons are dedicated to providing you with exemplary care. Serving over 20 communities across Nebraska, finding a provider close to you is easy to do. Faith Regional Physician Services. Care provided by your friends, family, and neighbors is the Faith difference.
Landmark Implement is your local authorized John Deere dealer. Landmark's trained and certified sales staff will help you find the right equipment for your needs, all backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network. Whether it's a tractor, planter, combine, lawn and garden tractor, or gator, every piece of equipment in our inventory is ready to work hard for your operation. Landmark's team works together to make sure everything that is sold meets their quality standards. Stop by your local Landmark Implement or learn more at landmarkimp.com to experience the Landmark difference.
Working in a bank, I understand interest. I mean, farmers are putting out a lot of money to put this crop in the ground, and the quicker that we can get that money back in their pocket to shut down those interest payments, the better. The money that we've invested in our drone technology has allowed our producers to be paid more accurately, more timely when the adjusters come. A lot of the work's already done for them, so it's basically them just talking it over with the farmer, making sure everybody's on the same page and the check's in the mail.
The Halftime Report on NCN is sponsored by Columbus Community Hospital, where your health matters.
Halftime here in Summerland as you see maybe the next generation of the Lutheran High Northeast and Summerland rivalry getting a chance to play on the floor. Some youth playing right now. Meanwhile, it is the current Summerland Bobcats rolling 37-14. We'll take a look at our halftime highlights brought to you by Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Stunning engagement collections, exceptional diamonds, and dazzling gemstones can be found at their Lincoln and Grand Island locations. And Lou, I mean, you know, like you said, we were going to see a lot of Addison Menarek and Delaney Rose Hancock, but team-wise, what Summerland has been able to do offensively has been keyed by what they've been doing defensively.
Yeah, that 1/3 run allows them to get out and run the floor. They've been able to turn Lutheran High over 12 times in that first half, and many of those led to points. But there, we talked about Lutheran High and their ball movement. That's just a great job to find Rose Hancock open at the top of the key, and she can shoot it from out there. You'd just like to see more of that, unfortunately, for Lutheran High. And then, I don't know, I guess you call that in the gym range. Addison Menarek from about 50 feet. No, okay, not 50, about 24 feet, but she's been fantastic.
Menarek, perfect from three, 21 points and 6 rebounds in the first half. And then we'll see Lydia Robertson start to heat up as Menarek hits this triple. Robertson took a while to get going, but once she got it going, she was perfect from inside the arc in the second quarter, and you'll see her on the receiving end here. 10 points in the second quarter alone. Lou, like you said, if this 1-2 punch gets going like this, where they're combining for 31 and a half, I don't know what you can do. This is a team that becomes very hard to stop.
Yeah, and then it becomes how many players can you get involved around them? But those two are really good players, and I like Robertson's game, 10 points, 4 rebounds at halftime. That's pretty good if you translate that into a full game. And certainly Menarek is a special scorer and special player on both ends of the floor. And you're right, if those teams, if those two players continue to click the way they've been clicking, this is a team that's going to be a tough out, whether it's in district play or at the state tournament. This is a good basketball team.
Absolutely. Menarek with 21, Robertson with 10, Delaney Rose Hancock with 11 of Lutheran High's 14 points at the break. It's 37-14. Summerland has the lead. Second half coming up. You've been watching the Columbus Community Hospital halftime show on NCN.
Start your next journey with Woodhouse. Our commitment extends beyond just selling cars. We offer an unparalleled car buying experience that allows you to shop and buy all online. Explore an array of new brands, makes, and models, as well as our large selection of pre-owned vehicles. And it's easy to get started today with our streamlined purchasing process online, granting you the freedom to secure your next vehicle anytime, anywhere. Discover a better way to buy with Woodhouse.
I was given a prescription opioid pain medication that lasted a lot longer than the pain itself. And within only a few months, I was completely addicted. I lost everything. And I started to watch my life slip away. These drugs are addictive. One prescription can be all it takes to lose everything.
That is literally the funniest thing ever.
And then I said,
It wasn't. But this guy could use a win. Even if it's not as big of a win as I get with free Kasasa Cash checking. Kasasa Cash pays me a really high rate and refunds ATM withdrawal fees nationwide. So I feel like a queen. Has a mega bank ever made you feel that way? Or is it more like this guy? Take back banking with Kasasa Cash.
Get Kasasa checking at Liberty First Credit Union.
Other companies have the revolving door. Every time we come into Schaefer's, it's always the same people. And the big thing to me is they know you by name. They know who you are, which makes a person like myself feel just warm and welcome here. And that's what's great about Schaefer's.
Schaefer's has the essential Whirlpool appliances you need, from refrigerators and air fry ranges to laundry pairs to keep your clothes clean and sanitized at everyday low prices. At Schaefer's, we are more than just TVs and appliances.
A new year, a fresh start, a resolution to grow more, gain more, give more. The process is the same: plant, grow, harvest. But the way you do it is always evolving. And so are we, Aurora Cooperative. Grow, gain, give. Aurora and you.
Hey there, sports fans. Looking for a winning play to make your game day complete? Look no further than Speedy Mart, your family-owned neighborhood convenience store. Score big with the wide range of snacks, drinks, and fuel for the road that will keep the whole crew cheering. And here's the kicker. Our friendly atmosphere and convenient location make every visit a slam dunk. So rally the family and head to Speedy Mart for the ultimate game day experience.
The Halftime Report on NCN is sponsored by Columbus Community Hospital, where your health matters.
And we got more high school basketball coming your way tomorrow here on News Channel Nebraska from the capital city. This will be fun, a Heartland Conference doubleheader, Lincoln North Star at Lincoln Southwest. If you've not seen either of those programs, in particular the girls teams, you're in for a treat. They're playing some good basketball. They're at North Star and Southwest this year. Caitlin Debin, Andy Klassen will have the call. Coverage will start 5:35 Central, 4:35 Mountain here on News Channel Nebraska.
Look forward to seeing Kennedy Williams for Lincoln Southwest. A lot of talk about Britt Prince going to Nebraska, and rightfully so. She's a great player. But I think Williams could be a difference maker in her career at Nebraska at some point.
Yeah, I know Millard West is having an amazing year, but I would not be shocked at all if the state champ came from the city of Lincoln this year. There's a lot of good girls teams in the capital city this year.
Oh, my.
Come on now. Come on now.
Oh, my goodness.
Caitlin Clark from 3. Sorry, Addison Menarek from 3.
Yeah.
She's got 24.
From the parking lot.
My goodness.
It's like those
Perfect
commercials
from downtown.
Commercials with Bird and Jordan where it's off the scoreboard.
Nothing but net.
Yeah.
Rose Hancock, the miss. Summerland back the other way with it. Here comes Menarek. Robertson faces up. She'll hit it from there. You got to close out. That one short. It just, and you know, I mean, it's impressive that you can hit those shots, but defensively, Lou, that stretches you out so much. It opens up so many other things.
Yeah, when you got a deep threat like that, and you can't allow her to shoot out there, even where she just shot it from. A little bit of a heat check maybe, but that's within her range.
Great strip on the way up. Good defense there by Jenna Fung. Menarek into the front court. Ooh, almost traveled with it. Lutheran High showing a 1-3-1 look defensively. There's Lydia Robertson. She was the hot hand in the second quarter. Look at the 3 players closing out as soon as Menarek touched it there. And that's going to open things up for other players. There's an open 3. Too strong. Menarek the offensive rebound. Can't bounce it home. Lutheran High clears. The drive, the dish, swung back up top. Into a double team. Ranslam needs help. Able to get out of it. Good strong play by Scott to keep it on Lutheran High's side of the court. Then thrown away. Eagles will keep. Rose Hancock. Couldn't find the angle. And back come the Bobcats. Mid-range. Off the mark, offensive rebound. Robertson, but nobody on the wing. It'll go back to Lutheran High.
Well, so far in this ballgame, one of the big differences, aside from the turnovers, which 14 turnovers for Lutheran High Northeast, only 6 for Summerland, the rebounding has been a huge edge for the Bobcats, 28-8 right now in favor of Summerland.
Summerland, a good team rebounding team. They don't really have anybody with gaudy rebounding numbers as this 3's off the mark. Offensive rebound, Rose Hancock, second chance triple try. Third time, not the charm, but Spence will head to the line.
That was a good decision there by Spence off that offensive rebound to just attack, go to the basket.
Take another look, good strong drive. The foul called on Presley Robertson, her first.
Have any chance for a comeback, you got to make free throws. That one in and out.
Our third quarter tonight brought to you by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of the pain, not just the symptoms. Timeout called. We'll take one as well. Summerland up big. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
For over 40 years, Claybaugh Pharmacy has been your trusted, family-owned, full-service pharmacy. We provide traditional medical options, medical equipment, immunizations, and over-the-counter products. We take pride in going above and beyond to improve the health of our community. And to ensure you have a seamless experience, manage your profile and refills with a touch of the finger from home. Claybaugh Pharmacy in downtown Beatrice, your hometown family-owned pharmacy.
High school sports on News Channel Nebraska, brought to you in part by Zollner Ford in Lincoln. Josie Spence splits the pair at the free throw line. All 2 of her points have come from the land of the free tonight. It's Summerland up big alongside Lou Siefker. I'm Eric McKay. Dribble handoff, Menarek. Finds a little bit of an opening on the baseline. Good tip defensively. Eagles off and running. Up ahead, Keely Ranslam, just 2 points for her in the first half. Curling into the lane and drawing the foul is Emerson Scott. First foul on Bowling.
I think if you're Coach Cadwalader, you'd like to have this group back next year. Unfortunately, got a lot of seniors on this team. This team, as we mentioned, has started to play a lot better. You'd like another year and see where you could go with it, but gonna have to have a real rebuilding year next season.
Mid-range jumper over the outstretched arm of Robertson, falls for Ranslam. Team's leading scorer this year, 5'7" senior. High screen, left for Robertson, stuck on the elbow. Kicks out Bowling, back to Robertson. Quick turnaround jumper, falls. Lydia Robertson very decisive when she gets that ball. She's got 12.
Flash through the lane there, catch and shoot, no hesitation. Knocks that one down.
Good inside-out game. Ranslam finds a little bit of room, uses the window, but Menard clears it. Pushed up ahead, Robertson wants 3. Menard the offensive rebound. Kicked up top, now Schumacher. Swung back to Robertson, has it poked away. Cleaned up by Summerland. Lutheran High now in a 2-3 zone look. Honestly, Lou, I think it might be a box and one, actually. I think they're just kind of shadowing Menarek.
Yeah, they're cheating over on Menarek, and that's a good steal.
Pass tipped away, scramble for the ball. Lutheran High's got it in transition. Good strong play there by Kendra Peterson, 5'8" senior.
Well, it starts out on the defensive end, Eric, here with a steal by Peterson, and then takes it coast to coast, gets fouled. And that's exactly what you want to do off of turnovers, is to attack, and now the free throw, you get points off turnovers. That's certainly a way to come back.
Peterson hits the first. The foul called on Ella Bowling, her second. Little to no foul trouble in this game. In and out on the second, Robertson the board. Lydia Robertson pulls it down. 24-point lead for Summerland. Peterson thought 3, thought better of it. Down low, tough pass. Menard, great hands. And she's able to corral the rebound and get the second chance opportunity.
Double-double there now for Menard. 10 boards.
To go along with 26 points. Rose Hancock can't hit from deep. Shoemaker the rebound. Rose Hancock's gone cold, 0 for 4 from the field this quarter. Tough shot there. Robertson up strong. She's got 14.
And almost off balance there and able to get that one up and in. That's a heck of a play by Lydia Robertson.
Lutheran High Northeast now calling timeout. We take one as well. 2:45 to go in the third. It's a 28-point game. You're watching NCN.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Elkhorn Rural Public Power District, dedicated to providing safe, reliable, cost-effective electricity for all customers. Central Valley Ag, working with farmers and growing agriculture together. And by Northeast Nebraska Telephone Company, now expanding to Antelope County.
My name is Jared. I've experienced a great deal of sin in my life. Alcohol, drugs, tobacco, sexual immorality, and much more. I was letting the devil control my life with the fantasy that these things would make me happy. All it did was make me feel empty inside. I was going nowhere and felt deceived. My heart was torn to a million pieces. At that point, I reached out to God. My life was changed. Yours can be too.
Lydia Robertson off balance a bit, but able to get it to go, and now 46-18 the score on our scoreboard, brought to you in part by Aurora Cooperative. Go green with E15. Fill up at your nearest A-stop today. Also brought to you by Faith Regional Physician Services. When hard work hits you hard, have faith. 1-3-1 zone look defensively for Summerland. And a tough shooting night for Lutheran High Northeast. That's a well-run set there. Good baseline finish for Kendra Peterson, her first field goal.
That's a good finish there by Peterson along that baseline.
Menarek trapped in the corner. They get it back to her. Working on Faith Baumgartel. Robertson inside Funk, back out. Straightaway triple try, won't roll home. And Lutheran High clears it. Lydia Robertson's outside shot has not been there, but she's been good everywhere else. Lazy pass taken away by Shoemaker. Shoemaker's in trouble getting it into the front court. Ball still loose. What a play by Delaney Rose Hancock. 2-on-1. Baumgartel riding sidecar. She'll kick it out from the elbow, short. And the rebound still loose. Peterson able to pick it up. Now Rose Hancock, the baseline drive. Peterson wants three. Menarek rebound. And Summerland will clear. Coming up on a minute to go, third quarter. We've got the boys game coming up as well. Should be a fantastic contest between two teams with really good records, but would really like to get a signature win late in the season. Robertson's pulled up. We'll take her to the free throw line. Foul called on Reagan Lewis, her first.
I think Robertson's a player I'd like to see get to the free throw line quite a bit. She's a pretty good interior player.
It's her first free throw attempt tonight.
I think the more aggressive she is, especially around that paint, the better this team will be.
Well, yeah, you get her drawing defensive attention inside with what Menarek can do both outside and off the bounce.
Yeah.
That's a nightmare defensively.
Yeah, I'll give you a headache if you got to play these guys, as both players playing at a high level.
Robertson and Menarek have combined for 42 of Summerland's 48 points tonight. See what Lutheran High can cook up with. Final minute to go, third quarter. Left side, this McKenna Wasson. Skips to Baumgartel. A little bit of an opening on the baseline. Rebound pulled down by J.C. Reynolds. Menarek playing for the last shot here. Right side, Reynolds. Shading to the right now, Kester. Reynolds wants three. Left it short, rebound to Lutheran High. Up ahead, nice step through to beat the buzzer. McKenna Wasson gets the bucket to fall. We've played three. Summerland up 26. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of pain, not just the symptoms. Schaefer's, we're more than just TVs and appliances. And by Claybaugh Pharmacy, your locally owned hometown pharmacy.
Fourth quarter tonight brought to you by Visit Lincoln. See and experience all that Lincoln has to offer. Discover more at lincoln.org. Alongside Lou Siefker, I'm Eric McKay. 8 minutes of basketball to go. Summerland looking to finish the regular season 16-5 before they get playing a tough sub-district. Got to finish things out here at home first. Good ball reversal. Peterson off the window, not there. Foul on the rebound. That will be called on Menarek, her first. So Lydia Robertson, 16 points. And Addison Menarek, 26. Just 5 since the break, though, so she's fallen off a bit.
Yeah, I think she just, she needs to stand out about half court. Make it challenging.
Her shots have come in from too close. That 3 off the mark, another rebound for Menarek. She's been everywhere.
11 rebounds.
Peterson top of the key, surveying. Menarek running baseline. Now sets up low block. Long 2 instead, missed everything. Ranslam the rebound. Good ball movement up ahead, heading to the line. Will be Reagan Lewis. Lou Summerland, obviously in good position to win this game. This sub-district they've got, once they get past, they've got Neely Oakdale in the sub-district semis, but sitting there at the top, Elgin, Public, Pope John again. Now look, it's hard to beat a team 3 times in 1 year, let alone a team as good as Summerland. And again, where they are in power points, they might need to win their sub-district to even get a shot at a district title. They might be a wild card, but they would be sweating it a bit if they don't win the sub-district.
Yeah, Summerland right now is 12th in points. Yeah, that's a tough sub-district for sure.
Yeah.
But you got to like your chances, I think, if you're Summerland, because you've lost those 2 games, and they were both pretty close ball games.
Good effort to save the 3, but out of bounds it goes to Lutheran High. Meanwhile, Lutheran High will be in the play-in game in their sub-district on Monday against Osmond Randolph. Well, the top of that sub-district is stacked as well. You got Norfolk Catholic. Elkhorn Valley, that's a sneaky 2-seed. In Stanton, over 500. The Mustangs have been playing some pretty good ball as well. That's a tough sub-district. It usually is when you're dealing with Northeast Nebraska teams. Is that long 2 falls for Wasson.
I think just about anybody could win that sub-district.
Yeah. Robertson faces up, doesn't have it, has to dribble out. Baseline jumper off the mark. Good clear out on the rebound by Wasson. Wasson takes it coast to coast, uses the window. Sorry, that's Reagan Lewis, who had the rebound and the run out.
And Lewis has put in some nice minutes here coming off the bench.
Menarek forcing the issue. She'll head to the line. We talked about Menarek being the second leading scorer in the state of Nebraska. That's tough luck when you're the second leading scorer in the state and your conference. The leading scorer in the state, Jocelyn Miller up at Niobrara Verdigre, who's averaging over 25 points a game this year.
Would you like to have those 2 in the same backcourt?
Oh, my goodness. I'm telling you, the Niobrara Valley Conference, Summerland, Elkhorn Valley, Niobrara Verdigre, St. Mary's, just a nightmare of a conference to get through.
Yeah, you could be the 4th best team in that conference and be maybe the 4th best team in the state.
Menarek hits both free throws. She has 28, so 2 points away from her 6th game of 30 points or more this year. Opening for Lutheran High, iron unkind. It will go to Summerland.
There's Reagan Lewis again, battling for the rebound. Knocked it out of bounds, but you like the effort.
High screen for Menarek. Gets to Peterson. From mid-range, left it short. There's Menarek again. Has it poked away out of bounds. It'll stay with Summerland. Probably doesn't get credit for the rebound there, but maybe an underrated facet of her game given her scoring acumen.
She's had a good game on the boards. Won't get credit for that one, but kept that play alive.
Averages just shy of 7 boards a game. Nothing but the bottom there for Lydia Robertson. Well, you don't have to get down the list too far before you get to best 1-2 punches in the state of Nebraska. Stripped on the way up. Rebound to Summerland. Now out comes Menarek. Tough shot, tough angle. Can't roll it home. Rebound to Scott. And poked out of bounds. Well, stick around, folks. After the game, we'll be talking to the winning head coach. That interview brought to you by Sarpy County Tourism. Got a fantastic boys game as well coming up in this one.
That one's going to, I'm sorry, Eric, that one's going to feel like postseason. Yep. Both teams really kind of need this win.
Agreed. Both have great win-loss records, only 6 losses between them, but the strength of schedule has got them down in power points. But I'll tell you what, you want to see some good guard play. This could be a high-paced, high-scoring boys game. I think we got a good one in store tonight. Elbow jumper falls Reagan Lewis, 6 points this quarter.
Reagan Lewis says, Coach, got to start me. Playing really well off the bench here tonight.
5'7" junior. She'll be one of the players coming back for Coach Cadwalader next year. Pass thrown away. This will be a backcourt violation. Oh, Lutheran High decides to keep it alive. Rose Hancock still has not scored this half. Offensive rebound. There's Lewis again. Can't get it to go, though. Almanaric skipped right side, swiped and fouled. Lutheran High going to the bench. Josie Spence checking into the game.
I think if you're looking at Summerland now and you're thinking postseason, you've got the great 1-2 punch. You want to see how many other players fill their roles and contribute at whatever they do well and contribute at a high level.
At 3 off the mark. Battle for the rebound, out of bounds. It'll go back to Lutheran High. Yeah, you know, Summerland's got players that do a lot of the nitty-gritty stuff well. You know, setting screens, they're there defensively, but again, postseason, you're going to need third and fourth options scoring at some point.
Because defenses are going to game plan around Menarek and certainly try to take Robertson out. Who's the third player that steps up and has a double-digit game when you absolutely need it?
3 rattles home. That's Emerson Scott's first bucket tonight.
The Eagles down 21, but playing pretty well right now.
Absolutely. Timeout called. We'll take one as well. Down to a 19-point lead for Summerland. Back after this, you're watching NCN.
Valentine's Day? That's what's got y'all more shit.
Storefronts, pop-up shops, food trucks, and digital retail. The way we do business is ever-changing, and so are we. Madison County Bank's business lending team is constantly evolving to support and provide new information to our business and commercial customers. We understand that your business is truly unique. We are ready to find the business banking services that fit your needs best. Madison County Bank, here to help you grow.
Summerland up 19, 2:49 to go in the contest alongside Lou Siefker. I'm Eric McKay. There's Addison Menarek, 2 points away from 30. Wide open triple off the heel. Good clear out on the rebound by Peterson. Good crossover, tough floater, won't roll home. And Schleck pulls it down. You know, Lou, to your point about that third or fourth option, Summerland has only one other player on their roster who scored in double digits at any point this season. That's Presley Robertson, who has not scored tonight. She's been in double figures a few times this year. Her season high 13 against Stewart. Robertson backs in, shot blocked, but a foul called.
Well, I think a lot of times you focus on scoring, and that's certainly important, but you know, another thing is who steps up and maybe gets 7-8 rebounds when you need it. Who's going to make those extra passes? You want to play your role and do it well. That's going to be key. And you certainly, depending on, if Summerland gets to state, if you're fortunate enough to do that, you're going to have players playing at a high level at doing whatever it is they do.
When you talk about that other stuff, certainly Presley Robertson has been that player for them, led them in rebounds last night against St. Mary's, had 8. That shot off the mark, good offensive rebound, heading to the line is Peterson.
But Kendra Peterson in the second half, 5 rebounds, 6 on the game, 3 offensive boards for Lutheran Northeast. She has been by far the best rebounder tonight for the Eagles.
Well, the effort has certainly been there for Lutheran High. I think if you're an Eagle fan, you look at, like you said, Lou, the way this team has improved from the beginning of the year to now. As a sign that Coach Cadwallader's got something cooking. He just needs to get the right pieces in place and give him a year or two to develop. Second free throw good. Peterson with 4 points all this half. Back to a 19-point game. That 3 falls, and Presley Robertson says, finally. Her first make in 5 attempts tonight.
You gotta love it when you see the young lady smiling like that. That no hesitation, put that one up, it swishes through. She's feeling pretty good.
Good strong drive with the left hand. That's Ranslam. She struggled to find her shot tonight. 6 points for the senior.
I think you see Lutheran High at times can be pretty good.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
It's a consistency thing that's kind of bugged them, especially with ball handling. But again, I've said it several times tonight. I like the improvement that this team has made from the beginning of the season till now. It may not show up like you wanted to in the win-loss column, but this team has improved.
Addison Menard checking out of the game. Her night likely done. 28 points. A 21-point first half. You get the feeling like if she wanted to, she could average like 30 a night.
Yeah, I think so. If you wanted to be all about yourself, you certainly could have her shoot a lot of shots. But this is about winning basketball, and she's a winning player.
Into the game, Kemsey Sani kicks it over to Robertson. Robertson 1 point away from 20. That foul called will send Summerland to the line. They're now in the bonus. Robertson, the junior, had 18.6 rebounds, 3 steals last night against St. Mary's. But again, if you're St. Mary's, you keep that film. You say they found the way to do it. They held Menard to 14. Robertson had the big game, but nobody else on the team for Summerland with more than 5. That's the recipe for success against this team for teams that might face them in the postseason. Easier said than done.
Yeah, exactly. I think if you have some size, I think that would be key to try to force a player like Menard to shoot over the top of you.
As Lutheran High calls a timeout, we'll take one as well. 43 seconds to go. Summerland about to win their 16th game of the year. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
Valentine's Day? That's what's got you all more shook up than James Bond's drink of choice?
Oi! Have you ever tried buying a gift for a woman? Last year, my wife said, don't get me anything. You got her nothing? No! Turns out I got a heartbreak.
You are talking to a world-class gift giver right here. Yeah! But whether it's a gift for your girlfriend, fiance, or wife, diamond jewelry tells a woman, as beautiful as these are, they still don't compare to you.
Visit Sartor Heyman Jewelers, located in Lincoln and Grand Island.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Western Oil. Stop by your nearest Speedy Mart or Good to Go convenience stores today. USAFE Pharmacy, dedicated to the well-being of all our customers. And by Zollner Ford Lincoln, meeting your sales, service, and parts needs.
Waning moments of our girls' game tonight. Summerland about to finish the regular season 16-5. Lydia Robertson will check out. 20 points for her tonight. 2 players with 20.
Yeah.
That's usually a recipe for success. She and Menard combined for 48.
Yeah, two very good players here, certainly for Summerland having a big night. You know, going back to Lutheran Northeast, you look at some of the games early in the season, and they struggled to score. Now, they're not going to win this game. Ran into a bit of a buzzsaw, but 36 points, that was a lot of points for them earlier in the year. They've really, that offense has gotten a lot better.
And honestly, they've got to feel like they left a lot out there.
Yeah.
That first half, they had a lot of good looks, Lou. They really ran their half-court offense well, I thought.
In the second half, they've done a much better job. They had 12 turnovers in the first half. Certainly, it's tough to win when you do that. Only 3 here in the second half.
Fledgling program, first-year head coach. 3 from the wing, off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Charlie Wagner. New player is in for both sides. Out of bounds. That 3 was taken by Mackenzie McDonald. You got Mackenzie McDonald out there, Leah Meyer, Stella Crotaville, Lexi Dinkle, and the aforementioned Leah Meyer out there. That 3 won't fall, but Summerland gets the big win in their season finale, 57-36. The final postgame show coming up. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
From the moment you realized you needed ongoing care, to the long conversations with loved ones, and the scare of having to leave the home you've lived in for so many years, to the moment you realized you didn't have to meeting your caregiver for the first time, and those initial fears turning into new friendships, to the moment you felt more supported than you have in a really long time.
Thank you.
We've been here for you, just around the corner. Columbus Community Hospital.
The air inside your home can be 2 to 5 times more polluted than outside air. John Henry's priority is keeping your home safe and healthy for you and your family. Cleaning your home's air duct system is an important part of that goal. Our service professionals will clean your air ducts using top-of-the-line equipment that pulls air in reverse through the duct system, while using compressed air and agitation tools to remove unwanted particles. Once the air is discharged, it runs through 3 stages of filtration, leaving your air duct system restored and functioning cleaner than ever. Contact John Henry's today and schedule your steps to a healthier home.
Champions are crowned each year in Lincoln. All of us at Visit Lincoln welcome the athletes, families, and fans from across Nebraska to our community. When the final whistle blows and the game ends, make sure to discover how Lincoln can make your stay even more memorable. Stop by the Visitor Center at 7th and P in the Haymarket or visit us on the web at lincoln.org. Visit Lincoln is a proud supporter of high school athletics.
Women have a 1 in 8 chance for developing breast cancer. Early detection makes a difference. Beatrice Community Hospital's Imaging Center can help with the latest technology, from screening with 3D mammography, breast MRI, breast ultrasound, and breast biopsy. All services conveniently located in the BCH's Imaging Center. Schedule your screening today. Incredible care, incredibly close.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. By Central Nebraska Orthopedics, dedicated to the motion of life. And by Region 4 Behavioral Health, quality mental health and substance abuse services.
At Elkhorn Valley Bank, we believe in local. It's something we live by. It's something we're proud of. It's helping our neighbors grow like they've helped us. Supporting families, investing in lives, and creating prosperity. Local means making decisions that grow and improve surrounding communities we call home. Investing in our nonprofits and giving back. Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust, great for you, great for your community.
Driving by on the highway, you'd never guess what this store holds. When you walk in, rest assured this small-town vet supply store has big city selection. There's a good chance if what you're looking for isn't in the back, they can order it for you. Luckily, you'll get the small-town friendly service and knowledgeable sales staff every step of the way. From vaccine help to renting a tux for your son's wedding. See the staff at Valley Vet Supply on Highway 36 in Marysville.
Valley Vet Supply.
57-36, Summerland gets the win on senior night. Let's take a look at our top plays. Those brought to you in part by Currency. Does your business need financing for equipment, trucks, or trailers? All you need is Currency. Visit gocurrency.com. Regular season finale, Summerland taking on Lutheran High Northeast. The Bobcats, one of the best individual scorers in the state of Nebraska. And there she is. That's Addison Minarik on the run out, getting early points for Summerland. Lutheran High passing the ball pretty well early on. How about Delaney Rose Hancock hitting from deep? Summerland taking advantage of second chance opportunities. They had a 39-20 advantage on the boards tonight. They lead 18-6 after one. Now the run out here for Minarik. She had a huge first half, 21 points in the first half alone. Pretty good passer as well, finds Lydia Robertson. Robertson had 10 points in the second quarter. It's 37-14 at the break. Third quarter, more from Summerland, more from Lydia Robertson, 2 of her 20 points on the night to go along with 5 rebounds. Then up ahead, there's Robertson in traffic. That's a tough finish as the Bobcats rolling at home. They lead big as we head to the fourth. Minarik and Robertson combined for 48 points on the night. Lutheran High trying to get some buckets to fall late, able to get some momentum, but not enough in the end. Just too much from the Summerland Bobcats and too much from deep. This 3 falls for Presley Robertson. Summerland gets the win 57-36. They finish the regular season at 16-5. And those top plays brought to you in part by Elkhorn Valley Bank. For all your banking needs, Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust, there is a difference. More post-game show next. You're watching NCN.
When it comes to you and your family's health, you deserve the best. At Faith Regional Physician Services, we're proud to have over 125 providers that come highly recommended by their previous patients. Don't just take our word for it, though. Trust the over 500 verified patients who left 5-star reviews in just the last year. Our team of surgeons and specialists have years of training and expertise to ensure you receive compassionate, exceptional care that exceeds your expectations every time. Whether you receive care in Norfolk or one of the over 20 other communities across Nebraska that our providers see patients, we are committed to delivering unparalleled care at a place that is convenient for you. When you choose our providers, you can feel confident that your health and wellness are their top priority. Faith Regional Physician Services. Experience the faith difference.
Your life can change with one heartbeat, and that was mine. Pregnant at 16, scared, and wondering how my mother would react was terrifying. This is Selma. I made the right decision. I can't imagine if I would have ended this beautiful life. Your baby is a person that deserves their life and your love. Adelina has filled my life with tremendous joy. There are difficult times, it's a life changer, but I wouldn't have had it any other way. My faith is my strength. You are not alone. Call your local pastor to talk.
Working in a bank, I understand interest. I mean, farmers are putting out a lot of money to put this crop in the ground, and the quicker that we can get that money back in their pocket to shut down those interest payments, the better. The money that we've invested in our drone technology has allowed our producers to be paid more accurately, more timely when the adjusters come. A lot of the work's already done for them, so it's basically them just talking it over with the farmer, making sure everybody's on the same page and the check's in the mail.
Let your next adventure take flight in Sarpy County, Nebraska for some high-flying fun. Legendary family adventures, out-of-this-world shopping, star-studded evenings, and award-winning experiences. Our flights are never canceled. Stay, play, and plan your getaway at GoSarpy.com.
From the moment you realized you needed ongoing care, to the long conversations with loved ones and the scare of having to leave the home you've lived in for so many years, to the moment you realized you didn't have to meeting your caregiver for the first time and those initial fears turning into new friendships, to the moment you felt more supported than you have in a really long time.
Thank you.
We've been here for you, just around the corner. Columbus Community Hospital.
Start your next journey with Woodhouse. Our commitment extends beyond just selling cars. We offer an unparalleled car buying experience that allows you to shop and buy all online. Explore an array of new brands, makes, and models, as well as our large selection of pre-owned vehicles. And it's easy to get started today with our streamlined purchasing process online, granting you the freedom to secure your next vehicle anytime, anywhere. Discover a better way to buy with Woodhouse.
I'm Chris Suckup, and I started at Madison County Bank in 2003. Experience, commitment to community, and unmatched customer service. Madison County Bank has been rooted in Northeast Nebraska for over 130 years and is here to help you grow. For ag banking, home loans, and business banking, visit your local Madison County Bank in
Madison, Plainview, Albion, and all of Northeast Nebraska.
At Nebraska Orthopedic Center, they provide comprehensive orthopedic health care. Their physicians are highly skilled in all areas of orthopedic and sports medicine, including spine surgery, foot and ankle, hand and upper extremities, fracture care, and total joint replacement. Their expertise includes the medical management of injuries through physical and rehabilitative methods or surgical intervention. To schedule an appointment or to learn more about Nebraska Orthopedic Center and their family of 25 physicians, go online to nebraskaortho.com. That's nebraskaortho.com. Nebraska Orthopedic Center is your healing destination.
Hi, I'm Jake. I grew up with a great relationship with God. After high school, I became selfish and put my own desires before God. I struggled with alcohol and lust, and the devil had a tight grip on me. My life was full of darkness, and I was on the verge of losing my family. Thankfully, I chose God as my higher power, and through treatment, amended my relationship with God and my family. If you are struggling, contact your local pastor or priest, or call 402-379-2030.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Elkhorn Rural Public Power District, dedicated to providing safe, reliable, cost-effective electricity for all customers. Central Valley Ag, working with farmers and growing agriculture together. And by Northeast Nebraska Telephone Company, now expanding to Antelope County.
Salas weaving in, weaving out, and skying for...
Hey sports fans, looking for a convenient pit stop before or after the game? Look no further than Good to Go convenience stores. We're here to keep you going. Fuel up your tank with a refreshing drink and grab one more snack for the road. Good to Go, your winning play for game day.
Biggs. And hey, I could dunk it too.
Good to Go convenience stores. Fuel up for the game locations in Lincoln, York, Geneva, Bruning, and Hebron.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
At Zollner Ford, come and see our great selection of new Ford vehicles. Whether you're looking to buy new or you need a car serviced, it's our pleasure to assist you. Our online website makes shopping even easier. Browse our massive inventory of vehicles or schedule your next maintenance appointment. We even offer drop-off and pickup services. Stop by today or visit us online at zollnerofbeatrice.com.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of pain, not just the symptoms. Schaefer's, we're more than just TVs and appliances. And by Claybaugh Pharmacy, your locally owned hometown pharmacy.
Time now for our coach's post-game interview, brought to you by Sarpy County Tourism. Stay, play, and plan your getaway at GoSarpy.com. Head coach Jacob Birch standing by with Lou Seifker.
All right, Eric, thanks a lot. The Summerland Bobcats, they get a big win here as they finish out the regular season at home against Lutheran High Northeast. I'm joined now by head coach Jacob Birch and Addison Minarik, our player of the game. Coach, we'll start with you. It just seems like in this ball game, and I think probably all season, the way you guys score a lot is off of your defense. That 1-3 run creates a lot of turnovers. Pretty successful tonight.
Yeah, our 1-3-1 is definitely a catalyst for us. When our girls get their hands up and get touches and get out in transition, they do an excellent job. They bring the energy every game, and I'm just super proud of how they compete and play out of that and all of our defenses.
We got a great 1-2 punch. We're going to talk to Addison here in a minute, but Lady Robertson also had 20 points tonight. How does that translate, I guess, going into postseason, having two players that can score like that?
Yeah, I mean, we're very fortunate to have two players that can really fill it up from the outside, like you said. They can score inside, outside, and two great scores. It's tough to stop. We get a lot of other great contributions from our other players, too, on steals, defense, assists, things like that. So total team effort, but those two definitely lead the scoring punch, and they do an outstanding job.
Well, you mentioned the supporting cast. I mean, you're going into postseason now, so you can't really change much. Are you happy with the role players and how they filled it to this point?
Absolutely. I think all year, all of our girls have, there's never been a time or a game where I felt like we just didn't play hard, you know. The effort's always been there, and that's all you can really ask for. You do your best, you get after it, and their defensive intensity leads to our offense, and I'm super proud of how hard they compete.
Now, you're heading into postseason. We've had kind of a strange year with a lot of cancellations. You guys have had to play some extra games. Is that good going into postseason to play that extra games, or does that create some fatigue?
We weren't able to reschedule as many of ours as some teams were, but, you know, fatigue's kind of a factor for everyone. The season's been a little weird, but everybody's kind of on the same playing field as far as that goes.
Well, Coach, congratulations on a big win, and good luck as you head into the sub-districts.
Awesome. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. That's head coach Jacob Birch. Addison, 28 points, 11 rebounds. Kind of a ho-hum game for you.
Yeah, it was really fun. I haven't been putting the ball in the basket as well as I like to, so seeing it going is really great.
Well, I'm just watching you take some of those shots. First of all, I won't play horse with you, okay? Just so you know that up front. What do you start with, like shooting in the parking lot and work your way in, or how are you such a good outside shooter?
A lot of practice. My mom gets me in the gym a lot. My dad comes in and helps me practice, so my parents are really fortunate for that.
Well, you're also a very good defensive player, one of the top stealers in the entire state. How do you approach the defensive game, and how are you able to turn other teams over so many times?
I know I read the defense really well. Reading the defense helps a lot, and my teammates get a lot of touches on balls for me to go and pick them off, so they help a lot too.
Well, I believe you guys have a sub-district with a team called Elgin Pope John.
Yep.
I know you can't look ahead, but how much would you like another shot at those guys?
It would be great. My freshman year, this happened to us too. We lost in regular season, lost in MVC to them, and then beat them in sub-districts. So to get another chance at them would be awesome.
And you're a senior. Summerland hasn't been to state. What would it mean for you guys to get there this year?
A lot. We went in volleyball. That was our whole goal throughout the whole season. So doing it in basketball would be really fun too.
Well, Addison, congratulations. What a great game. 28 points, 11 rebounds. You're a player of the game. Good luck as you head into postseason.
Thank you.
That's Addison Minarik, our player of the game. Eric, back to you.
Thank you, Lou. That player of the game interview brought to you in part by Nebraska Orthopedic Center, your healing destination, and by USAFE Pharmacy, dedicated to the well-being of all of their customers. Do not go anywhere. We've got a fantastic boys contest on deck. That's next. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
When it comes to you and your family's health, you deserve the best. At Faith Regional Physician Services, we're proud to have over 125 providers that come highly recommended by their previous patients. Don't just take our word for it, though. Trust the over 500 verified patients who left 5-star reviews in just the last year. Our team of surgeons and specialists have years of training and expertise to ensure you receive compassionate, exceptional care that exceeds your expectations every time. Whether you receive care in Norfolk or one of the over 20 other communities across Nebraska that our providers see patients, we are committed to delivering unparalleled care at a place that is convenient for you. When you choose our providers, you can feel confident that your health and wellness are their top priority. Faith Regional Physician Services. Experience the faith difference.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Western Oil. Stop by your nearest Speedy Mart or Good to Go convenience stores today. U-Save Pharmacy, dedicated to the well-being of all our customers. And by Zollner Ford Lincoln, meeting your sales, service, and parts needs.
Fields, farms, communities. That's Farmers Pride. Our purpose is simple. We help farmers feed the world. We bring value to our communities by investing in what matters to people. Because we are from here, work here, and live here. We believe in cooperatives, locally owned, locally operated, and locally controlled. In the field, on your farm, in your community. That's Farmers Pride.
Anything for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more. From little feet to little paws, to updates and overhauls. From soft and cozy to durable and resilient. From something that blends in or something that's different. From DIY to custom install, O Street Carpet can help you with it all. Whatever your needs are for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more.
In a world filled with uncertainty, where health is our most precious gift, getting screened for cancer is a simple yet powerful act to prioritize your health. At Faith Regional Health Services, we are dedicated to offering a healthcare experience where compassion and expertise come together to offer you personalized, comprehensive care from detection to survivorship. From the moment you walk through our doors, you're embraced by a community to collaborate and guide you every step of the way. Our state-of-the-art facilities ensure early detection through cutting-edge technology and clinical trials, giving you peace of mind and a proactive approach to your well-being. Offering a wide range of cancer screenings based on your age, gender, family history, and other risk factors to a team of multi-specialty physicians, advanced care practitioners, therapists, dietitians, nurse navigators, and care coordinators. We offer a healthcare experience rooted in compassion, faith, and unwavering support. Cancer doesn't wait, and neither should you. Visit frhs.org/cancer to learn more about scheduling your cancer screenings.
That is literally the funniest thing ever.
And then I said,
It wasn't, but this guy could use a win. Even if it's not as big of a win as I get with free Kasasa Cash checking. Kasasa Cash pays me a really high rate and refunds ATM withdrawal fees nationwide. So I feel like a queen. Has a mega bank ever made you feel that way? Or is it more like this guy? Take back banking with Kasasa Cash.
Get Kasasa checking at Liberty First Credit Union.
Whether we're talking commercial or residential plumbing, Lamel Plumbing is the place you call. Lamel provides 24-hour emergency service as well. Call them if you get in a tight spot. And as for their retail items, well, you got to check out some of their faucets, some of their kitchen items, and some of their bathroom items like their Onyx showers. And hey, say you've got a digging job, you call Lamel Plumbing for that too. They've added a full-time crew for you, doing backhoe, trenching, and sewer work. Take that digging job off your list and have Lamel do it for you. That's Lamel Plumbing in Beatrice, now at their new location on North 7th Street in Beatrice.